Well, for you long-term viewers, there's the twins again. They've still been hanging around. The little button buck from a year or two ago is now getting to be about a 4-pointer. And the sister is still hanging out with them. So that's pretty cool. Well, good morning, everyone. Haven't been able to get back to the cabin here for a bit. So I got a little bit of time here I'm going to spend on trying to tape some more. Just knocking down some of the little ridges that I had there. I do these corners one side at a time because it's just easier for me. Obviously, like I said, I'm not a pro at it. Well guys, as I've said many times, I'm not a professional taper, but it's coming along. I just got another coat on the opposite corners of what I did earlier. And then I did some of the flats. So now I gotta wait until that all dries and then I'll attack it again. But like I said, I'm not a professional at this, so I've done enough to be dangerous, and having to haul shorter pieces in here versus 12-footers and stuff makes more joints and shit. So, but anyhow, we'll get back at it here as soon as this stuff dries. But in the meantime, I think I'm gonna run to Menards, grab some 4x4 posts, some 2x6, and redo this temporary wiring around this bed and make it permanent for the strawberries, because I think I'm going to get some landscape fabric and lay around this and then put wood chips over the top of it, just so I don't have the grass growing up alongside the bed anymore. And on top of that, then I'll have a gate in here. So stick around, I'll be back shortly. And just took down and mowed around this thing so I can put some landscape fabric down and some mulch and build our and then build the fence around it. Well, the post went in anyhow. I guess that's enough for tonight. Probably put the cut them down in the morning, and if I don't have to work, and then put the tops and start wiring it. Well guys, after that breakfast, that ought to give me enough energy to work through the day. Either that or go take a nap. But before I get going on the strawberry patch again, I figured I'm going to try to do something with some of these shovels and such. You know, organization for a small place is definitely key. But while I was at Menards yesterday, I found these. They're a little heavier duty than the cheap plastic things you see. They just mount on the wall, and then they have a variety of different hooks and such. So I'm going to go ahead and use these for my holding my shovels and rakes and all that. I'll keep them off the ground and out of the weather somewhat. And I'm going to put them, I got two of those, so I think I'm going to put them there and there. And if you notice, I also got my all my windows, used windows and glass for the greenhouse build, brought down and tucked away and out of the weather here. They're all sitting on a pallet. So I don't know if I'm going to get to the greenhouse this year or next spring, but I seem to have quite a bit on my plate as is between the garden, cabin, and all the other stuff. But I'm going to sure try, but we'll see. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and get these hung and get some of this stuff off the ground here. So once again, stay tuned. I think I'm going to just butt these up tight to the post there. That way it keeps them away from the doorway a little bit. Anyhow, breakfast was just to show everyone that the garden's producing well. I already canned just shy of 30 pints of green beans and wax beans. So I've had cucumber galore out of there already. A lot of cherry tomatoes, even though they weren't supposed to be cherry tomatoes. Been eating a lot of peppers. I dried a bunch of red peppers out of there, or for crushed red peppers for like pizza toppings and stuff. The bell peppers are doing fantastic. Tomatoes are now just starting to ripen, other than the cherry tomatoes that weren't supposed to be tomatoes or cherries. And then the corn should be ready here this week. Not that there's a whole lot of that, but enough to sample anyhow. But I've been waiting on the banana peppers because there's a slug of banana peppers in there, and I want to can them up and pickle them. But anyhow, we'll get back to hanging our shovels up and stuff. Well, that really made quick work out of all that. Took all of 5 minutes to put up and hang up the shovels and jack and stuff. But at least now it's off the ground. Unlike some of the stuff in here. Wood chips will all be used though. So, but anyhow, just like that, then that's done. So now I think it's time to go ahead and work on that strawberry garden. Unfortunately, that's not going to be quite as quick as what hanging that stuff up was. Oh, look at that. Another old shovel I can hang up. I like that one for cleaning the steps off of the snow. But anyhow, we can hang that one right there. Well guys, I tried to use the old Sigma laser, but I couldn't see the green line off of it on any of the posts, so I think I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way and just run a level across and call it good enough. Should be accurate enough for a strawberry garden anyhow. Well, now that I got the posts on this side all marked, I'll go ahead and turn this AFRI power station on. And hit the button to activate the 110. And we're gonna see if this thing will handle my big saw and just make the one cut. There, that made pretty quick work out of it. Now, because I don't have a long level to reach the other side, all I'm going to do is put a 2x4 across to the two sides there, and then get my level off of that, and then off the other side, and go ahead and connect the dots and cut them ones back. Okay guys, I'm just kind of doing this the same exact way I did the garden fence, and that's just to run a 2x4 around the perimeter, and then a 2x6 on top laying flat, just to give it a little bit more stoutness. There. Now I just snap a line from the height on that post to the height on that post, and that'll give me my elevation for these posts. Anyhow, I'll cut them off and get back to everyone. Okay guys, sorry to say this is going to be the end of the video. Unfortunately, when we were putting posts in yesterday, had to adjust according to the rocks that we hit. I mean, there's just a few of the small guys there, but there was a couple of monsters in there that we had to move all the posts over and adjust everything a little bit. But by doing that, I ended up getting wider over here, and then a little bit narrower over there, and wider over the whole distance of this thing, which really works out in my favor anyhow, because it gives me a solid 3 feet in front of the bed and almost 4 feet on the side of it, and that'll give me more room for kneeling around on here and working on the garden bed. But I gotta honestly say, I wish I had went a couple more of those blocks high. But look at these crazy things. Yesterday when we were mowing and digging here, we're uprooting a lot of the sister plants, or the runners that they're putting out. Just crazy how much these things grew up over the summer here. And I should have a whole bunch of the ever-bearing strawberries here come another week or two. Anyhow, on top of running out of material, I got to run over to my brother-in-law's house. Maybe I'll stop at, swing into a Menards or something and grab some more material for this. But he's got a couple bags of apples from a buddy of his for me. Can we all say applesauce or apple butter? And I'll go and do some canning up on that, and then get back at this when I can. Hopefully it'll only be a day or two. But anyhow, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't a whole lot, because the cabin is going to take some time to get the taping done. You know, once I start sanding, I'll put a little piece on that, and then again when I get painting. Then after that, it's time to start trimming out those windows and such. So lots to come on it yet, but slow but sure. Anyhow, hope everybody's doing great out there. We will see you on the next one.